Hey, it's Old Gaming Guru. I'm here with Last Epoch with my Tyrannosaurus. And as you can see here, he is quite the handsome brute. I finally got combined strength and dexterity over 100. I'm nowhere near my goal here, even at 82 to get 150 strength. But right now we're doing pretty good. So we're armor stacking as a defense with strength. And we got our beast here to help take some of the heat off me. And unlike some other builds I've seen with the Tyrannosaurus is we're focusing on my damage, and then the beasts complement that all the way around. So is I'm not running sword and shield, I'm running two-handed, and we are a bleed build. All right, so that all being said, let's go ahead and see how this bad boy plays out, and then I'll walk you through the build. Okay, so right now, as you can see, okay, the Tyrannosaurus is here. Where are my other pets? Okay, they're down here on my bar, so we're going to summon my raptor first. Alright, there's my raptor. See how small it is compared to my beautiful Tyrannosaurus here? And then we're going to get my wolves up. And I got an extra wolf coming from my combined strength, plus the other one in the Beastmaster tree, so I've got altogether 6 pets. Alright, and right now they do pretty decent damage. My gear is not great, but let's go ahead and hop into Age of Winter Empowered. So this is my first Empowered video with this character. And let's go ahead and jump in an instance. Okay, so the whole point of this guy here is we want to leap slam or Fury Leap as much as possible. It heals us, adds the damage we do, and we want to keep our pet buffs up. So the wolf will automatically howl. The raptor, we do have to hit a button. It also releases spirit wolves, which do pretty good damage as well. So altogether I've got about 10 pets going to all times here because my spirit wolves are launched every time I use a pet ability. So that being said, we're using Swipe as our primary damage dealer. It also has a measure of leech, which is going to increase my survivability, but you'll see all of that here as I start playing. Okay, so we see stuff. Leap, Fury Leap. Every time it comes up. And you can just see stuff here melts. And I am doing Wolf Howl. Okay, you can see the effects of the leech that I got going on here. I grabbed that from my Beastmaster tree. Definitely can use more health. This is not right now optimal health. And yeah, I picked up a nice deal from that particular shrine. Ooh, let's go test out while we got this up. Let's go kill this beast here. Okay, my Fury Leap also sucks enemies to me. That is important. Alright, so let's go ahead and show you what the Reef Beast fight looks like. Oh, shit, died. Damn. Alright, well, that happens. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back. Okay, we got my pets back. I wasn't paying attention there. Alright, so let's go ahead and jump back in. See, still a bit on the squishy side if I don't watch myself. I've got to stay out of AoEs. And I do need to get some of my defenses up. I'm thinking about going a bit of dodge. And on top of that, I should have pretty decent armor because of my strength. But when I'm standing in an AoE like I was just doing is I die. Alright. And I don't know what's happened, but I swear to God, the loading screens have gotten longer in this game. Alright, once again.
Impossible.
Okay, Howl, Raptor. That's all you're doing is basically keeping those buffs up as much as possible. When you run into a boss, it never hurts to have a Frenzy Totem up. It just adds so much flat physical damage and attack speed. This is an attack speed based build. I can also get this Fury Leap so it goes off more often, but because it's such a good healing tool. You can see my Spirit Wolves jumping in. So my Wolves howl whenever I kill something or hit rare monsters. You can just see this over again. I probably want maybe more. They put a little bit more leech sustain in there. I've got the room for it.
Impossible.
Basically, once the buzzsaw gets going, and you saw Fury Leap just sucked everything in there. Alright. Well, let's go over and see what we got here with our Nemesis. Okay. We're going to go ahead and empower that one. Alright. Piece of cake. Trying to get my improved necklace there, which is a new necklace. I'll show it to you in a little bit. Okay, so alright. The pets do a pretty good job of cleaning up most stuff, but you know, once again, I am doing the majority of the damage. I have found you can run away and leave bosses. A lot of builds want to play just this is a pet build. Alright. There we go. Get that going. Howl, Raptor, Screech. Just keep it going. Okay, that was a much cleaner kill. Alright, so is that worth it? Nope. Alright, because I don't need poison. Anyways, now we're going to go ahead and pop out of this instance. It's not going to let me, of course. That one last fight. Hey, by the way, your Tyrannosaur always looks like it has low health. Don't worry about it. It doesn't die. It's brought on by an artifact you have. Okay, so that's it. We completed this. Let's move on. Now let me just show you the build, and I will post a build link here. Okay, so what do we got going on with this character? Alright, so first off, let's look at his character sheet. A little bit of vitality, a lot of strength, and also, too, some dexterity. It's going to help me with my crit chance, and give me some dodge rating. Okay, intelligence and attunement just got added on. Cap your resistances. As always, I even try to leave a little extra in case I've got something that's actually decreasing my resistance to something. And then you can see 50% armor. There's one of the reasons I'm having problems. I got to bring up my dodge and bring up my armor. Okay? So I'd like to have this 20% chance to dodge minimum, and then armor I'd like to be at least 60%. Okay, so at that point, then I don't need ward retention. But anyways, going down here, what's my crit chance? 43% for melee, so that needs to come up as well too. Alright, so this is where I'm failing right now. My endurance is low. I need to get to 60. Chance to receive a glancing blow, 0. That's not really a Beastmaster thing. Critical strike avoidance is 62%. That needs to either be 100, or I need to get bonus damage from crits to 100. One of the two. So that's going to come from doing instances, and I'll get that out of my tree. So anyways, there's the character sheet. There's my defenses. Okay, and we do have less damage taken from close by enemies, so that brings another down another 10%. There's a lot of layering I need to do on my defenses here. Alright, so there's my character sheet. Let's look at my gear. Right now I'm running best in slot is a great dagger with 4% crit chance and increased damage physical. So they're not going to get much better than that with physical penetration and minion melee damage. Absolutely critical. Okay, so I got lots of crit here. I got 9% in total crit. That's a monster. Undisputed, I picked because of the minion damage, the attack speed, and also to the overkill leech. Alright, so it also increases my physical damage every time I hit something. So this is a monster. The thing that I really need to do better on this is get it with some legendary potential. Alright? Because this could turn into just a beast. Anyways, so that's why I'm running around with this, because as soon as I find a nemesis I can go ahead and upgrade this with, I'm gonna egg it. Okay, so in my gear, my idols are basically resistance right now and health wherever I can get it. So there's nothing fancy there, but the three uniques that I'm using are Evolution's End. Okay, and that's going to help with increased damage over time, but it gives me +1 to all skills. And also, too, it gives me another pet. Okay? So, that combined with Tyrant Skull, which is what gives me my Tyrannosaurus. You know what? That's right there is the three uniques I'm running. Everything else, I'm pretty much going for health resistances wherever I can get it. And my gear is not that great so far. I'm still struggling on getting some decent gear. But anyways, I'm prioritizing strength. Here we prioritize Summon Raptor, and because that'll give me additional minion damage. And then everything else is pretty much resist health. Okay, so nothing too fancy there. What else am I using? Okay, so let's look at our tree. Okay, in our core primalist, we basically went for strength. We got some attunement resistances and hunter's restoration. Okay, that combined also too with harmony of blades allows me to dual weed. Even though I take more damage, it does give me a lot of attack speed. Okay, alright, so into Beastmaster. Okay, we picked up this just so I can pick up a little bit of leech, more importantly aspect of the shark. Okay, so I'm going to grab my aspect of the shark with just 1 point. Okay, so we got strength coming here, damage from nearby enemies. Boar's heart gives you aspect of the boar, which is absolutely critical for reducing damage taken. Okay, so when I have that up. Natural fortitude is also, make sure you at least get your 6. Okay, because health regen does help. Aspect of the shark here also reduces enemy armor. Okay, we're going to take some flat physical damage. Aspect of the boar improvement. +1 to companions. Aspect of the shark, okay, which also too is going to give me more damage. Then we're going to get aspect of the lynx and aspect of the viper just for its melee attack speed. Okay, does add poison, but the poison doesn't do that much. Alright, we're going to give our aspects to our pets, and they're going to last for a while. More strength and dexterity, +1 max companion, so there's my +2 max companions. And then we're going to get increased health and also an additional skill point for our minions there. Okay, so that's pretty much the tree and pretty much the character. So that is my Tyrannoraptor build here at level 82. It's still a work in progress. There'll be a link below to the build guide. And I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like, subscribe, and look for one more video on this character. But this has been a lot of fun. It's been a good season for Last Epoch, a game that really respects your time and money. Thanks, Old Gaming Guru out.